Hey guys, quick chart review for today's price action and quite a wild day of swings up and down. Two trades for myself today. One, not a good trade. We got a get out of jail free card on this trade. And the second trade was much more textbook. I was much more happy about it. So I'll zoom in and go through what I had today. And I came in around this time, pre-market, and saw we had this type of uptrend. I was quite confident it was the wider uptrend, but never got a new high, so might have just been a smaller uptrend, break new high. In any case, just before the market opened, we did start coming down in this tight down channel, and then we came into what eventually was a spiking channel, but I'll go over my trade and what I saw at the time. I'll just zoom in. There we go. I had this, and to be quite honest, at the time, I didn't see much happening, so I opened up Duolingo and I started to do a Chinese lesson on Duolingo. So, first mistake, I wasn't fully concentrating. At the end of one of the lessons, I looked back to my chart and saw, oh look, downtrend, overshoot, break, two legs, almost measured moves to a new low. Higher low, we must be reversing here. And I quickly looked and thought, oh look, we've hit support at the overnight lows, must be reversing now. And I get this goes a few ticks, but not the full scalp, so I get in on the reversal, and immediately after getting ticked in, this comes all the way within seconds down here, and I thought, oh my god, I'm taking a almost 5 point stop here on a C plus or C grade setup. Right back to the same mistakes. Thankfully, Lady Luck was on our side. This candle here, doji. And then we had one final push to the EMA a bit above. Took out our scalp and immediately took out the runner at break even. It took out the break even runner so quick that Apex drawdown, intraday drawdown, didn't even update. But bad trade here. Again, I mean, the pattern of it is understandable. If I was in court, I think I could argue for it at least. Downtrend, overshoot, break, two legs to a new low, and we've got a higher low. But trying to play these reversals, it's always best to get a failed second entry above the EMA to really show that there's strong push from the bulls. I think what influenced me here as well is I'd seen a similar pattern a couple of days ago in much better context. But this similar pattern had a runner of about 30 points. And I think that immediately came to mind. And I thought, oh, I have to take this trade. It's the same high or low. But here, often we'll want to have a sweep of overnight lows or highs. And we still hadn't got down there. On closer inspection, we hadn't even touched this support here. And as you can see, price eventually wanted to go down. So an advantage of scalping is that you can be wrong, but still survive. So I let myself cool down after that mistake. And then we started to come down to the spiking channel. No real way to get into this that I could see. Initially, I played this narrower channel with a break new low. But then once we came down here, I was fairly confident of a wider channel. And here is probably where we could have had the trade of a day. I was looking for an entry. We had a first entry, second entry short, but really no way to get in here with these bars. I was tempted by this lower high. So at the time when it printed, it was like this. And I was pretty confident after sweeping through these lows here that if I was to get ticked in, it would come down at least to these lows. Thank humanity if this didn't trigger, because it would have been an instant stop and quite a big stop. But here is where I thought we might have had a trade. So this candle here, I was initially, when it was about to close, I was quite tempted. But the problem is it came down below the EMA and quite forcibly went back up and closed above. And then we had this trade here. And this one, I was tempted by. I just didn't really know how to play it. Technically, from this high here, it is, I'll just drop, technically a lower high from this one here to here. But we'd already had a lower high here. So while this is printing, I'm thinking, well, maybe I can take it like a failed second entry long. So we have a first time attempt to go higher, a second attempt, and it's failing. But this candle here, where it closed above the EMA, and this one isn't really an inside bar, but it didn't tick above to trap anyone in, made me doubt it, because a few times in the past I've taken a setup here and instantly got trapped on a V-shaped reversal. In any case, by the time I decided, this had already dropped 8 points, and what a move this was. Almost no pullback here. And had you taken this, this bar just went down with no retracement. So you get what would have been, if you'd followed the swings, you would have got over 40 points of runners. So even though I didn't take the trade, it does show me the potential behind runners if you let the runner breathe. Always difficult to do when you have 10, 20, 30 points in the table, but did show potential for these type of trades. When we consolidate here, I drew this consolidation here, no way to get in. Finger was quite tempted by this second entry short, but no, that wouldn't be a good trade. Sideways PA. On this one, we've already had a break, almost a new low. Just a tick away, but yeah, that would have been a trap. And yeah, I didn't see anything I liked. We were getting a lot of support here, quite a tight range, so nothing to really do. Then we get the strong uptrend, and this comes into another spike and channel. And by the time we got to right here or here, I was really confident in the spike and channel. No way really to get in. At this point, I was looking for a second entry long, but this bar was 7 points, I think. Yeah, and right into the high, so just not a good way to get in there. Then we go sideways here. Again, just making new highs by a tick or two each time. But then we get very good confirmation here of the channel. Again here, we head up to the other side of the channel. First leg of correction and a second leg of correction here. And higher low as well. Bit concerned about how much wick there was, but I don't think that's actually a big issue here, given the context. And fortunately, I got a tick of slippage. I'm not sure if I put my order where I should have, or it just slipped. But in any case, didn't matter, because this scalped out immediately, pretty much. No drawdown, straight to the 4 tick target. Thought we might have been getting a big runner here, but yeah, as soon as this bar closed, this one was reversing quite strongly. We'd already went about 5 points, so I thought, I'm just going to lock in the scalp on the runner as well. And in the end, a good decision, because the runner would have been stopped out break even. So I'm really happy with that trade. I think that's a standard good trade for PATS. Second entry, higher low with the trend off the EMA trend line. Can't get much better. After this, I'd already had 2 trades on the day, which is a goal. Follow the process, 2 wins or 2 losses, shut down the notebook. And I had other things to do in the afternoon with my car, so I thought, okay, that's enough. I had a quick look before making this video. Didn't really see anything I would have liked on this downtrend. Quite choppy. I was seeing here, it depends how you draw the channels here. If there was any way to get into a reversal, again, nothing I really see. But yeah, I think it was quite a quiet afternoon. But yeah, I think overall, yeah, that first trade I got lucky on. So again, lessons to be learned. We're not Mac, so don't try to take those risky setups that he sometimes marks as green, because we're gonna end up with egg on our face. Just wait for these A+ setups, the obvious ones, which scalp out pretty much almost immediately. But yeah, again, done by 1:30 my time, so that would be my goal in the future, to have a few hours, around 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours of trading, and then get on with my life. So that's the goal. I hope you had a good day as well, and see you next time. Bye bye.